What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another bonus episode of Let's Play Starcraft 2. This time around, we're playing basically the same mission as the last two, except this time we're playing the Zerg.
These three spires are under threat. You must defend them with the forces available. The spires are widely separated. You must divide your forces to protect them all. Study your foes carefully. Deploy your minions to best counter each group of enemies. When you are fully prepared, press the ready button to begin.
Indeed. So, over here we got a bunch of Colossi. Up here we have a single Immortal, and here we have a whole bunch of Void Rays. Now there's a few ways we can do this. We want to send our Ultras over here, basically no matter what you do. We want to send our Zerglings up here, basically no matter what you do. Now, you can send your Infestor up here. They can be pretty useful against Void Rays, but I'm actually going to send it up here. The reason being, Immortals basically one-shot Zerglings. They have 35 health, Immortals do 20 damage, but they also attack twice. So they one-shot Zerglings. So if you're going for a good score with no kills, or a low number of kills, then that's kind of bad news, even though Zerglings are very good against Immortals. So bring our Infestor up there and burrow him. I want to kind of spread out my Ultralisks in kind of a cross pattern and burrow you. And my Hydralisks, I want to burrow them as well. And let's go. So starting with the Ultras, basically I want to wait until they are inside my little trap here and then spring out. And because they have a long range attack, that means I can be within melee range of them without giving them a chance to fire on me first. And I've spread out the way I am because Colossus have a splash damage on their attack. So I don't want to have more than one Ultras getting hit by each attack. Now with the Infestor, all you gotta do is use this Infested Terran ability, which you can actually use while the Infestor is burrowed. Just hold T, hold Shift, and click a whole bunch of times. Infested Terrans will pop up, and they will wipe the floor with that Immortal. Now this one is pretty hard. If you can pull this one out without getting a whole lot of deaths, you can probably do the whole thing without getting any deaths at all. And I actually changed my mind. What I want to do, let's just go for it. And any Hydralisk getting attacked, I want to burrow. And because if you're burrowed, you can't get damaged. I screwed up a little bit there, but 2 deaths isn't too bad. I've managed to do that with 0 before, but that's neither here nor there. So here we have a bunch of Zealots, we have a bunch of Void Rays, and we have a bunch of Stalkers. I'll send my Ultralisks up here. I want to send my Mutualisks to deal with the Void Rays. I want to send my Roaches to deal with the Zealots. And I think it's probably this group that is going to need the most help. So let's send my Infestor to help deal with the Void Rays. And that's basically all there is to this one. Now Roaches, the thing to keep in mind about them is they're really good with burrow. They regenerate health really quickly when burrowed, and they can move around underground while they're burrowed. So to start off with, you just kind of go like this, micro around. When some of your guys get low on health, you burrow, unburrow, and just keep going. If you really want, you can burrow just the ones that are low on health, but that starts getting things a little bit complicated. And you can basically keep up like this forever. No! Screwed up my micro there a little bit, but I didn't lose anyone. It's kind of hard managing having some burrowed and some unburrowed. So that's the difficulty there. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is have the infestor pop a fungal growth there. I'll split up the void rays and then bring in our mutalisks to finish off the ones that are free. This guy's getting low. And voila. Did I lose a roach there? That's kind of unfortunate. You can do the same burrow popping out thing that you did here with the same thing that you did the last time. You can do here, but I'm not too worried about it. As long as the damage is split fairly evenly between your ultralisks, this one's pretty easy. That actually makes me kind of sad that I lost a roach. Oh well. Okay, so we got some immortals and some stalkers. We got some zealots and some archons, and we got some carriers. So against the carriers, we want our corruptors, since they shoot air to air. Let's see. Let's have our broodlords come over here, along with our infestor. Let's have everything else come up here. So right about there is good for the broodlords. Infestor wants to be as far up as possible. Burrowed. I want to do the same kind of trap thing with our ultras here. Don't have to worry about splash damage this time though. Actually, let's move our roaches further up. Let's not worry about the trap. Just have our ultras sit near the spire. And that's just a bunch of corruptors. So let's go. Okay, first thing I want to do, let's not bother with burrow. Move this guy up and try and fungal some stalkers. And I lost it. That's not good. I was probably a little too anxious. And I want to focus on this. Okay, well, this isn't going very well at all. I'll focus on the stalkers since the immortals can't actually shoot air. Now, once the broodlings are flying, the enemy forces should focus primarily on killing the broodlings. So the whole thing with the infestor was probably completely pointless, but it was a good idea and it almost worked. It's just that, well, I kind of lost the infestor. The idea was to split up the stalkers from the immortals, since the stalkers are the only things in this group that can shoot air. I forgot that the AI was as stupid as it is, and yeah. Oh, jeez. So here, I want to do the same thing that I did before with my roaches. Do some damage up front. Then burrow. Let them walk over top of me. Bring my ultras up and then unburrow. No, I pulled back the wrong ultra. That wasn't too bad. Well, actually no, that was kind of terrible, wasn't it? Now, Corruptors have an ability that will increase the damage that your enemy takes. So I want to move my Corruptors up, hit C, and hit all the carriers, and then just kind of attack through them all. I tried to pull up a Corruptor that was low on health, but I kind of failed. I've actually completely screwed up the micro a whole lot on this mission. 7 losses. I managed to do it with 0 once before, but you get the idea. I was just sloppy. But with that, I leave you here for today, and let's play Starcraft 2. Catch you later.